friends, it is Miss Thrasher, and we are back for lesson 12, which is our lesson that you are going to have an exit ticket. So make sure you are paying very close attention so that you can grow your brains and show that work on your exit ticket. So thinking about moving in today, I'm thinking about yesterday because I know each of our lessons come together. We do all those lessons, stir it up, and they come together. So thinking about yesterday's lesson, I'm thinking about how that might be looked at in today's lesson. So yesterday, what did we talk about? Exactly. We talked about counting one more. And each time we count, our number gets bigger by 1. Awesome. So it's so important that mathematicians know how to count the right way. It would be super silly if you kept forgetting how to count. And now that yesterday we talked about counting up, what's another way that we can count? Down or backward. So today what we're thinking is we are learning to count down and what happens to our numbers each time we count down. So really quick, we're just going to go through a couple of our hide zero cards because we're counting down from 20 today, and I want us to remember how we see the number 10 living inside of these different numbers. It makes counting very quick. If you can find, boom, 10. And I've got Mickey here helping me today. He's going to hold some of our linking cubes while we wait. Hopefully Mickey doesn't fall. You can send in some shine. All right, so I'm going to show you a hide zero card, and you are going to tell me what number it makes. So I'm going to do the first one with you. We've got 10, 3. Thinking in your brain. If I put 10, 3 together, what number does it make? 10, 3, 13. Awesome. And we're always thinking about how inside of these bigger numbers, we have 10 and some extra ones. And that's going to help us today as we count down from 20. Let's try another one. How about 10, 6? Think in your brain. What does this make when we put 10, 6 together? Shout it out if you know. 16. 10, 6, 16. We have to remember what happens when we have 10 and some extra ones, because in today's exit ticket, you're going to have to write some of those team numbers as you count down. All right, last one. Let's do, and we're going to go backwards this time. So I want you thinking, if I pulled these if I pulled this number apart, what are those parts going to be? Remember, it helps us when we pull out 10. So thinking about this number, what is this number on my snap? 18, perfect. And thinking about if I pull out this number, what am I gonna pull out first? 10, we always find that group of 10 first. It makes it a lot quicker. 10, silly Miss Thrasher, 10 and 8. 10 ones and 8 ones. So 10, 8, 18. You guys are super rock stars. As we move into today's lesson, I already talked about that we are counting backwards. Thinking about counting down, our number is getting smaller. And each time we're losing 1. Got it, Mickey? All right. So as we are working today, thinking about yesterday, we were counting which direction? Thinking about those stairs, we were going up. Now when we're thinking about our towers, we're going to start at the top and work our way down. And so today I want you to learn that when we count down each number in order the correct way, that we are getting 1 less. Everyone say 1 less. Awesome. And it's getting smaller by 1 each time you count. Perfect. All right, friends, I want you thinking about how many bears I have inside this egg crate. What do you know about these parts that are filled in? How many bears do you think I have? On my snap. 10. Now, how do you know there's 10 that quick? Think about how I know that there's 10. How do you know there's 10? What do we notice on the top? How many do we have on the top of this? 5. How many on the bottom? 5. What is 5 and 5? 10. Great work, friends. And just like we talked about yesterday when we are counting up, today we're counting down. So real quick, we're going to practice what does it look like when we count down. So your thinking job today is, what am I doing with, you're thinking about what Miss Thrasher's doing with each bear as we count down. So think about how many bears are taking away, what's happening to our numbers. So your thinking job, I'm going to say it one more time, is to think about what is Miss Thrasher doing with each bear. We got to know what's happening with the bears. Got it? Boop. All right. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get it back together. And your body job is, you are sitting strong, your brain is turned on, maybe you need to turn it on, boop, so that you can think about what's happening with our bears. Keep your eyes on the bears, watch me. I know that we have 10 and today we're counting down. The one less way. Watch me first. 10, one less. That's not the one I want to take. 10, one less is 9. What just happened with my bears? I told you that was your thinking job. What happened when I said 10, one less? I took one away. You guys are rock stars. So when I say one less, one bear is getting taken away each time. We went from 10 down to the next number. What's right underneath 10? 10, one less is 9. Thinking in your brain, what do you think 9, one less is? We'll get there. 9, one less is 8. Awesome. Each time we count down, we're losing 1. We're getting 1 less. Now we're at 8. 8, what am I going to do with this bear? Am I going to put on another bear if I say 1 less? No, when I say 1 less, what's happening to a bear? It's getting taken away. 8, 1 less is 7. Remember, when we are counting down, it's getting smaller by 1. Each time we took away 1 bear. That's what happens when we count down. Just like yesterday, when we counted up, our number went up by 1 more. Today, when we're starting with a bigger number and counting down, we're losing 1, and it's getting smaller by 1 each time. Now we're at 7, because I see 5 and 2 is 7. 7, 1 less is 6. 6, 1 less is 5. 5, 1 less is 4. Each time we're losing, we're taking 1 bear. It's getting smaller by 1 bear. 4, 1 less is 3. 3, 1 less is 2. 2, 1 less is 1. 1, 1 less is 0. So remember, just like even when we're going into our team numbers today, when we count down, our number is getting smaller by 1 each time. Because we have another activity where I have a bear and his favorite thing to eat is lollipops. But his mom says, you can't have too many lollipops because it's not good for your teeth. So he has his backpack on and he has to go down some super big stairs. And he's at the top and his lollipop is way down at the bottom. So he's learning with us today that when we count down, our number is getting smaller by 1. And now I'm going to use real quick before we get to the bear and his lollipop. Here it is. Maybe Miss Thrasher will eat it when I'm done. We're going to think about, we have a 10 stick and another 10 stick. If I have 10 and 10, what is, I have 1 10 and 2 10. What number is 2 10? 20. Forgot to say thank you to Mickey. Thanks, Mickey. All right, so we have 2 10. And I'm going to take one away each time, and we're going to realize what happens to our cubes, just like with our bears. So we have 20. If I'm counting down all the way to 10, 20 1 less, remember with our bears, 1 less is 19. Every time we count down, we're getting smaller by 1. And now we have 10 and 9, because I'm remembering from our hide 0 cards that 19 is 10, 9. Now, what if we go down 1 more? 19, 1 less is 18. Thinking about when we're going down, getting smaller by 1. I'm taking 1 off each time. 18, 1 less is 17. Oops, 17, 1 less is 16. Let's double check just to be sure. We've got 10. I don't have to count again because I know that this is 10. 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's 10, 6? 10, 6. You guys are so smart. 16. And now we got to keep going down. 10, 16, 1 less is 15. Each time we're getting smaller by 1. 15, 1 less, we're taking away 1 each time we count down. 15, 1 less is 14. 14, 1 less is 13. 13, 1 less is 12. No, quick question. What's 12 the say 10 way? 10, 2. 12, 1 less. Remember, every time we count down, I'm only taking off how many cubes? 1. Awesome. 12, 1 less is 11. 11, 1 less is 10. We made it all the way down to 10. Now, I want you thinking when we look at the bears, he's going down each step, and each step is getting smaller by 1. Because thinking about our green bears and this tower, each time that we counted down a number, it got smaller by 1. We took away 1 cube each time because when we count down, we're getting smaller by 1. Now, if you look at my bear really quick, he's all the way at the top. He wants to get to his lollipop. So when you are thinking about drawing your towers today, you're starting at 20. And each time, oh my goodness, Mr. Bear. And each time he goes down, the steps get smaller by 1. So here we are at 20, 1 less, and you can't see him, but you will in just a second. We know each of these is 10, so I'll scoot us down a little bit. 20, 1 less, oop, he's down again, is 1. 20, 1 less is 19. 19, 1 less is 18. 18, 1 less, he's only jumping down 1 stair, is 17. 17, 1 less is 16. 16, 1 less is 15. Each time we're just going down by 1. 15, 1 less is 14. 14, 1 less is 13. When we count the correct way down, remember, each number is getting smaller by 1. 13, 1 less is 12. 12, 1 less is 11. Last one for him to get to the lollipop. 11, 1 less is 10. Awesome job, friends. So when you are going into our lesson today, you are thinking about how when we count down, our number is getting smaller by 1. And that really helps you to count the correct way, because the goal of a mathematician is so that they can count really, really fast. So thinking about our exit ticket today, you are going to have to write the number that comes next when we are counting down. So we'll go, you'll think in your brain, 14, 13, 12, 11. And then if we take one more from 11, 11, 1 less is, think in your brain, and maybe you can be thinking about those hide 0 cards as well. Awesome, friends. Remember, when we count down, our number gets smaller by 1. Good luck today, friends. Awesome job today, friends.